So, just got done working another day in the office. I just had an idea a realization that I'm, I feel like I just feel like I'm so lost. I feel like, I feel like Rock Lee from Naruto, except Rock Lee had something he was working towards. Fuck. I feel like Rock Lee is a character in Naruto. He wanted to be the greatest taijutsu ninja. And it's like he knew what he wanted even though he was bad at it. And he persevered because he had that target. And it didn't matter that he sucked at taijutsu or he wasn't as good as other ninjas. But it's the fact that he kept going because he knew that he had something to work towards and to try. And his goal is like clear enough where he can like walk in that direction. But personally, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that way to a degree. But what I mean is I know I'm not meant to be in an office. And yet I'm repeating the same like mistake I've made in the past. I spent 14 months in an office and I was like, I know I don't want to do this. And yet here I am. And it's like the only thing that I think I want to work towards is YouTube. But at this point, I'm like, I don't even know. I don't know. And it's like there are people that are good at math. There's people that are good at writing. There's people that are good at, sports, and they take these talents and they use it in their professional life and they use it to make a living. And the thing is, I don't know what the hell that is for me. It's not clear at all. And maybe not everyone has such a clear-cut skill, but at the very least they have a path that they're walking. And it feels like up until this point, my path is trying to find the damn path. And it's so frustrating because it's just like a feeling that I know I'm in like a place I'm not meant to be. It's like, I feel like I'm a fish that's meant to be in the ocean, but I'm in like a puddle on the side of a road and the sunlight is making the water evaporate. And like I'm about to die if this fish doesn't reach the ocean. And in my head, I'm like, I just need to move countries. And like an Asian country is the ocean I've been searching for. And then I also think like, well, I I feel like there's also just inner peace inside right here, right now. Like I don't have to be suffering. Like it's all in my head type of thing. But then, if it's all in my head, and then I'm also trying to let intuition guide me, and I can have peace right now because it's in my head. But the thing is, when I sit still, intuition is telling me to leave the country and that I'm not meant to be here. But then when I sit still as well, I'm like, I don't want to be here. Like, like if I can have peace right here, right now, I also have this feeling like I don't want to be here or I don't belong here, right now. Maybe not right here, right now, but what I mean is like, I don't belong in this space. Like I'm meant to be somewhere else. It's like using a spoon to eat like spaghetti or something. Like it's just not the right tool for the right job. And I'm trying to find my soup, bro. Like if I'm a spoon, I'm trying to find soup. like, but I don't know where the dang soup is. And I don't even know if I'm a spoon as well. Maybe I'm a damn pair of chopsticks. Who knows? But like, what I'm trying to say is, it's so much more difficult for somebody who's not as, I guess, single-minded or single-focus driven to find what they want to do with their life. And it's not as if everyone has a single-handed answer and be like, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be a carpenter. But it's like I don't even know, like, if I leave this job, what am I gonna do to like make a living? I don't know, maybe it's actually just that simple. I'll just find the next thing that fits me. But I mean, there's natural human fear, and it's like, okay, but if I'm jumping from thing to thing, won't I just never be good at anything? Because there's a part of me that wants to be good at a craft and master something and to be able to share something clear with the world. Because what frustrates me is like, okay, let's take a part of me, like, really wanted to be a pro athlete growing up. And I don't even know exactly what in, but just let's say boxing, for example. Part of me, and this is true actually, a part of me wanted to be a pro boxer growing up. My parents were like, no, like, you're gonna get brain damage. And I'm like, well, I basically have that right now anyways, so what, I should have just done it. But what I'm saying is, like, when you have that vision or that, feeling of duty to be a pro boxer in this example, you master that one craft or that one skill and you get good at it. And it's like your art. Like you've crafted it and you get good at it and you've mastered it and you play with it. It feels like play. It's something that's fun and it's something that pushes you. You might hate it at times. It's just something that makes you grow. And then when you don't have that in your life, it's like, what are you working towards then? If I'm getting good at, like, if I start writing and I'm getting good at writing, but I also get like distracted and I start making videos, and then I get good at making videos, but then I get distracted. I'm like, okay, I actually want to, like, learn karate or something, and you get good at that. And people are like, okay, well, just separate your hobbies then. But it's like, then what? Like, how am I going to give back to the world with these random assortment of skills? And it's weird. That's why I like art, because it's not as serious. It's not so serious. But at the same time, it's a little annoying because it's abstract and I'm like, I don't know how to even what I'm working on. Also, the freaking traffic jam, bro. Epic. And so it's just frustrating. And it's also kind of crazy because when I'm at work today, I just like walk by people's cubes all the time because I need to go and like grab something or whatever, go to the bathroom. And like there are a few people that work really hard there, but then there's people that just like do not look like they want to be there. And don't get me wrong, like they're probably just getting that paycheck, but it's like, how do people live like that? How do people live like they accept their lives as if they're like waiting for the day to end? I actually do not understand that. Like, how can you sit and just wait for your work day to end and be like, okay, finally, I'm gonna go home and I have 3 to 4 hours to myself now? Like, is that not like insane? That's insane to me. People just on their phones killing time. And I literally cannot understand why people do that. And I'm finding it so hard to be working and being like, oh yeah, like I care so much about what I'm doing. Um, and just it feels like I'm building this like purpose around it when in my inner world is like pulling me somewhere completely different. And I don't get how people can accept that feeling of just like, yeah, like oh yeah, I'm a bank teller, or I'm a data analyst, or I'm a computer programmer. Like, if you like what you're doing and you're passionate about it, I don't like, I'm not trying to judge you. What I'm trying to say is like people just who do not care about their job. Last night, my little cousin's in town, and like I haven't talked to her since I got my job. I've been working for about a month, and she's like, "Oh, like Andrew, what do you do for your work?" And I sat there, and when I said it out loud, I was like so embarrassed and just not proud, not passionate at all about what I'm doing. And it's just like, it's not that the work I'm doing is not noble or it's not necessary, because it is necessary work, and it helps the state here. I work for the government, the state government. Like, don't get me wrong, this job is important, but it's like, you want people who care about the work to do the work. And when there's people who are just there to get paid, like, you can kind of tell. And I don't even like that about myself, because I know I'm in the wrong place. I know my passion is somewhere else, but the thing is, it's like, where? I literally don't know where. I feel like I have so many talents, but I don't know how to unbury them or how to use them. And that's the most frustrating thing, because I want to go out and use them, but I don't know what they are, and how to use them. And so that's why I sit here and I rant to my phone and I upload it to the internet, and maybe it gets 10 views, and it's kind of cool because it's like there are people that care enough about what I say. But or I just like to have this to look back on it and be like, damn, like I was really depressed in my 20s, and it kind of makes sense, because what is, like, how, I just don't understand how people accept this, how they accept their whole lives. And maybe I'm just not spiritually awakened enough. Actually, that's null that, because I don't think many people who are super into their jobs are necessarily spiritually awakened. But the fact that I'm searching so hard spiritually to escape the pains and sufferings of my daily life, I mean, does that not say something about just like being in the wrong place? It's like if a fork tries harder to, I mean, this is so silly because whatever, for the analogy's sake, if a fork is trying really hard to be a spoon, it's like, it doesn't matter how hard it's gonna try to be a spoon, it's still a fork. Like, it's still like, if you try to scoop up liquid, it's gonna fall through the tongs of the fork, or whatever, the spikes of it, because like, it's still a fork. And you can eat soup with a fork, but it's like, it's gonna be so slow and inefficient, and it's just not gonna really work. And so it's frustrating being that fork, or being a spoon looking for a soup, or whatever I'm trying to say. And yeah, I just don't understand the modern, like, how we've come to just treat people and just accept that. I don't get how people can accept the way of living, especially in office setting. I mean, sure, maybe some people are fit for certain things, but it just like baffles me. Um, and you know what? Spiritually, the more I've learned about myself, I know my own nature well enough that I'm very sporadic, and uh, like, my mind moves like the wind. But the thing is, if like the wind is blowing in a direction constantly, then maybe you ought to follow that wind. Cause I hear about people talking about spiritual, like, ground yourself and center yourself, and trying to act like rationally to a degree, but it's like, I've ideated the concept of traveling the country, or just getting out of this country and going to, for some reason, an Asian country, uh, it's happened multiple times, especially in the past few months specifically, but like throughout the past couple years. And so, I don't know, maybe it's just a video for myself to be like, yo, Andrew, you've been saying a lot of crap about Japan and Asia. Like, maybe it's time. I'm going to go visit Japan for about 3 weeks. But the thing is, I'm like, bro, I might just buy a one-way ticket at this rate because, I mean, I low-key already did, but I might not book the ticket back is what I'm trying to say. We'll see how things work out, but I don't know. A lot of fear happens. There's just, it's just weird. It, my point boils down to it's frustrating to see people. I guess this is a comparison thing. Okay, not to analyze, but it's frustrating to feel like you have talents, but you don't know what they are or how to use them. It's very frustrating to feel that because then how do you sharpen the tools you have if you don't even know what tools you have? Or if you have so many tools, you don't know which ones are your best ones or which ones you're meant to sharpen. And so that's frustrating. I've literally ideated so many versions of myself in my head, so many different lives I could or should have lived or could still live or should still live. Like, I still imagine doing some sort of athletics in a way of like just posting it on YouTube, doing crazy stuff on athletically and posting on YouTube. Or I still ideate of like going back to school more and trying to, I don't know, prove to myself I can get a degree I care about. Like, it's just so, or like going to be an actor or going to be, uh, just do something completely different. Like all of these, like going to be a monk or something. Like these are just all such different things. And I could literally imagine all of them and be like, yeah, like that actually seems chill. And maybe this is just a mental problem. And at this rate, we've just been fed so much information that it's harder to just make a decision. And the real best decision is the very next one you make in the moment. And then you just chain those together. Like, I don't know, maybe it's that simple. Like, I just got to focus on just driving home right now and just chilling and hanging out with my family and stuff. And then maybe things will just work out. Like, maybe I'm actually tripping and that's the true answer, but I like intellectually know it, but I haven't realized it yet. Uh, it's just like, dang, bro, I get jealous of someone like Rock Lee because he's like, yeah, you got no talent, bro, but at least you can put your hard work towards something you're passionate and you care about. Like, imagine having no talent and you have no, like, goal. And it's like, dang, then what do you do, bro? You just, like, you drift through life. Like, I can't accept myself being a drone and just being like, okay, another day, like, clock off Tuesday, check. Wednesday, check. Thursday, check. Friday, check. Oh, I've got the weekend now. And then the weekend just goes like that. Freaking Thanos snapped. And then you're like, okay, Monday, check. Tuesday, check. I can't live like that, bro. I, I cannot. I cannot accept that. Bro, this is so funny. There's a dude holding a sign advertising something, and he's hiding behind it with his phone out because he does not want to be there holding up that sign, bro. And yesterday I drove past a different dude holding that sign, and he was literally hiding his face behind it because he looked like he was embarrassed doing that. It's like, that's crazy, bro. I don't even know why they're still hiring people to hold signs like that. That's weird to me, but anyways. y'all, if y'all feel lost too, hey, drop it down in the comments, cause dang, it's kind of confusing out there. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'ma just go back and let go of all of these ideas of the world, as in like just have a childlike creativity again, bro. As if it's that easy to just say and do. But that's why I like spiritual stuff, because you can let go of your ideas and like traumas and such, and just free yourself and have a bunch of more space mentally and emotionally, and then just let like creativity flow through you. But anyways, y'all, that's really my thoughts as of lately. I really don't know the audience that even watches these. I don't even really know what I'm doing on YouTube, to be honest. I feel like my whole like shtick on YouTube is me being confused about what to post on YouTube. So I'm just posting stuff. I mean, I'm happy to post stuff. I don't want to waste people's time though. So I'm thankful if you came this far, and I really hope this helped somebody out there, because I don't know, it'd be cool, I guess. But yeah, this whole channel is really just about me figuring out my life and posting it on the internet publicly for the world to see. So if that interests you, it's free to subscribe if you feel like that's anything you're interested in. But like, me personally, I have no freaking clue what I'm doing. And it's weird. Maybe I'll never figure it out. And maybe that will just be the point of this channel, is me being like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do stuff. And that is something I will stand by. I'm gonna do stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do stuff. That is all. Goodbye.